Indulge your Sims with the sweet and vibrant style of Katy Perry. The Sims 3's Katy Perry Sweet Treats pack showcases a vast range of decor items, furniture, and of course, fabulous fashions and hairstyles. Inspired by Katy's real-life clothing and props, these fun furnishings, decor, and fashions will add a dash of sweet style to your Sims' lives. Packed with more stuff than you have ever seen, your Sims will also enjoy 3 new spectacular venues, including a local hangout, a town park, and a neighborhood swimming pool, each decked out in delicious Katy Perry style. What's up guys, Rakowski here, and today I'm coming at you with a blast from the past. It's hard to believe now, but Katy Perry Sweet Treats has since gone down in history, and over 10 years later is looked back on fondly by many Simmers. And today, we're going to be exploring some facts about Katy Perry Sweet Treats that you may not know. This video is designed to illustrate specific facts and opinions on Katy Perry Sweet Treats, and although disguised as an academic video essay, it is, in reality, just for fun and shouldn't be taken seriously. So if you have any thoughts or opinions on the pack that I didn't mention, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Or if you're just along for the ride, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps me make more Sims videos for you all to enjoy. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Many players who are discovering The Sims 3 for the first time are eager to start collecting the various expansion and stuff packs available. However, one visit to Origin, the EA app, or Steam will make it evident that one pack is no longer available for purchase. Of course, there are certain ways one can come to acquire this elusive DLC, but did you know you can still purchase the pack legitimately? Many classic websites, such as eBay, occasionally have new copies floating around every so often, so you can grab a copy of the disc if you're a collector. Even if you no longer use a disk drive on your Sims 3 PC, you can simply input the CD key on the Sims 3 store website and still legitimately download the pack. Alternatively, instead of buying the discs, you can purchase a Katy Perry Sweet Treat CD from your most trusted CD key website. Of course, in a world of instant gratification and convenience, this seems a little archaic, but for those of you wishing to own a legit copy, at least it's still possible with a little time and patience. One look at Katy Perry Sweet Treats will make it clear that there is a specific aesthetic that EA was going for. However, in the mix of ice cream furniture and candy-studded clothing, there are actually a few normal items that are some of the nicest in the game. While exploring the buy catalog, you'll find a stunning contemporary lounge chair, perfect for the patio or a cozy spot right next to the pool. Also, in Create a Sim, if you scroll through the plethora of Katy's stage costumes, you will come across a stunning red gown that reeks of elegance and class, perfect for Bella Goth or another affluent Sim. Although many of the Sims 3 packs come with complete worlds, some stuff packs such as Town Life Stuffed opt for adding builds to the bin for you to place down in an existing world. But did you know that Katy Perry Sweet Treats also comes with some builds? 3 to be exact. These builds are not houses, but 3 different community lots for you to plop down in your neighborhood. They include Patty's Natural Baths, Bon Bon Landing, and who could forget the iconic Cake Pleasure Dome. These builds are fun, whimsical, and colorful, but don't really fit into the base game unless you're going all out on this type of style. If you enjoy a more realistic or contemporary aesthetic, then these builds may not be for you, but they can add a splash of color to an otherwise dreary neighborhood. Fans of The Sims 3 will be familiar with the color wheel in Create a Style, which, without exaggeration, can be used to recolor virtually every single part of any game object. Once in a while, though, you will come across a gold doorknob that is unchangeable, but for the most part, everything can be customized, even faucets on sinks and individual gems on jewelry. Unfortunately, this is not the case in Katy Perry Sweet Treats. Many assets within Create a Sim and the Build Buy catalog are unalterable pieces of literal candy. For example, there is a pair of double doors that have a fixed glittery cupcake graphic, which the color can't even be changed. Also, in the Hats tab of Create a Sim, this diabetic tiara has several foods that cannot be customized in any way. For other items though, like the candy cane end table, you can only color one of the 2 colors on the spiraled and textured leg or candy accent. So theoretically, you can just match the color to eliminate the pattern, but then you don't actually get to choose the color yourself. It seems like a minor thing, but when you're used to the color wheel, it can be surprising when you actually don't have the full freedom to customize an object. On a positive note of the objects that came with the pack, the actual assets are, for the most part, extremely detailed. Whether or not you enjoy the Candyfornia style, there is a high level of quality to many of the clothing and hair options. As specific examples, the full body costumes included in Create-A-Sim are stunningly executed. Despite their hideous style direction, the edges and details on the bodices and skirts are exquisite. This attention to detail is also present within the Build Buy catalog, where you can find bold, high-quality decorations, such as the candy ball tree that has more polygons than any Sims hair off the Sims resource, or the iconically ugly Lollipocalypse. Like any subjective opinion, there are exceptions. For example, this cherry on top of a chocolate sofa is basically just a dodecagon. Despite being the face for both the Showtime expansion pack as well as Sweet Treats, it's interesting to note that Katy doesn't appear in the actual retail game itself. Although her sim isn't included in the pack, her song Last Friday Night was re-recorded in Simlish and added to the game with the installation of Katy Perry Sweet Treats. As you may be aware, she is present in the promotional trailers and interviews, but her actual sim was only available for a short time on the exchange, and you may be surprised that she actually doesn't have any traits. Also, in classic EA capitalist style, the hair that she comes with is only available in the Katy Perry Collector's Edition of Showtime, so if you're like me and only have the regular edition, her hair will be replaced automatically. As a final note, if you want to download the official Katy Perry sim, she is still available via the Wayback Machine. I've left you a link in the description. Throughout this video, you may have noticed a subtle omission with the name of the pack. Indeed, Katy Perry Sweet Treats doesn't actually include the word Stuff Pack in its name. There could be a whole video dedicated to an argument on Sweet Treats not being a stuff pack, but let's just explore some surface points. Interestingly, it's popularly known that Sweet Treats was more expensive than other stuff packs. For the United States and most of Europe, the price increased by 50% than a regular stuff pack, but in the case of the UK, it was more than double, retailing at £22, while every other stuff pack launched for just $10. When it comes to content though, it's clear that Katy Perry Sweet Treats is much more aligned with a stuff pack than, say, an expansion pack. It doesn't come with a new world, new gameplay, or really anything to do other than decorate Riverview with cupcakes and fluorescent landscaping. Katy Perry mania may have swept through The Sims 3 in the middle of its lifespan, but did you know that Katy's inclusion in the Sims franchise actually dates back to The Sims 2? Long before the conceptualization of Sweet Treats, Katy was one of many popular music artists drafted into The Sims 2. For the Apartment Life expansion pack, one of the best in the whole Sims franchise by the way, Katy used her fluency in Simlish to grace us with a seamless rendition of her hit Hot and Cold. Interestingly enough, looking at the list of artists included in that era, it's no surprise that The Sims 3 continued with Katy on future projects. Not only is she one of the most popular artists to be included in The Sims, her brand and style is much more appropriate for the Sims community than, say, Good Charlotte or the Bare Naked Ladies. From IKEA and H&M in The Sims 2 to Moschino and Batu in The Sims 4, it is crystal clear that The Sims is not short on its brand partnerships. But when you examine the list of DLC, Katy Perry remains the only standalone celebrity with their own Sims pack. Yes, Hilary Duff promoted The Sims 2 Pets, and many celebrities have made appearances within The Sims, but none of these are separate, purchasable packs with the star's name on it. In fact, if you include the collector's edition of Showtime, then Katy Perry actually has 2 packs. But of course, Katy Perry Sweet Treats is the only one with her name actually in it. Many players look back on the era of Katy Perry in The Sims fondly, and in fact, many players were pleased with EA's partnership from even before the pack was released. However, investigating old forum posts tells a different story for other players. Sims 4 neophytes may be familiar with the outrage over Journey to Batu, but a decade prior, it was the overpriced, bizarre Sweet Treats that amplified criticism of EA's sense of capitalism. From its high price point to peculiar style, Sweet Treats was the source of many arguments and critiques. We can only hope that one day we can look back on the mistakes of The Sims 4 with such nostalgia. Well, that does it for my nonsense list of 10 things that you might not know about Katy Perry Sweet Treats. Let me know, what did you all think? Did you learn anything in this video? Or are you just a Katy Perry Sweet Treat stan? Let me know in the comment section down below. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe for some more quality retro Sims content. And a special thank you to my dedicated Simmers for sponsoring today's video. You guys are the best. See you all in the next one. Boom.